Can we get much higher?
Oh yeah.
So high. Oh. Welcome to a Hero Story episode 223, I believe. This week. It's just the H boys. It's just Hunter. It's
It's
just
Hunter
Harper.
Harper. It's Hunter
It's just
Harper.
the it's just the lads. No Tyler, no JD.
So
Both
how
have
did
been
this happen?
I don't really know. I
Because
was making I was making a choc cross bun because it's the Easter season, which is like a hot cross bun, but with choc chips in it. Do you
ooh,
have
that
that in
sounds
Canada?
good. No, but that
Ooh,
sounds really good.
it was good. It's contributing to my ongoing diabetes. But anyway, I was making that, and then you said podcasts in 30 minutes, and Tyler said, "Looks like it's just going to be a Hunter episode," and I was like, "I'll do it, I guess."
And
I
JD,
have the
no
time,
one's
but
heard from JD in 3 months. So
he's like, yeah, I don't know. I imagine he's like John Wick, like it's just the entire city is chasing after him, and he's
all of
just.
New York is chasing after JD.
We've been on a John Wick kick ever since what Tyler was it?
Tyler
It only
started.
he'd only watched the first one, and that
Mhm.
sparked me to make some bold claims in the group chat about how it's the best action movie in history, the second one, and that the franchise is the best action franchise in anything ever. Big
That
sweeping
is bold.
statements.
Yeah. Okay.
Oscar, I think it should have won the Oscar for Best Picture, all
This
three
year,
of them. Yeah, this year. I
everything
think John
everywhere.
Wick.
No.
No, I think John Wick 1 should have won the Oscar this year. Oh my god, your cat just
Yeah, little
appears.
cameo. She's sitting on a desk.
But yeah, dude, that was like we've gone off topic immediately, but God, that was like so bizarrely crushing to see. Is that one morning I woke up, I was getting ready for work. It's like fucking 6:30 in the morning, and
Mhm.
Tyler's in the group chat going, this John Wick stuff. This is like exactly up my alley, and I'm like, yeah, man. Like, why weren't you on this? Like, this feels so you.
People have been
Remember when
saying
he
it's the
talked?
best for a long time. That's not just you.
No, it's not at all. I mean, I fucking love them, but I also was really hoping they would stop at three. And I
So
remember
it's a
being like, oh,
trilogy.
they're doing a fourth. I don't want them to fuck it
They're
up.
doing a
Because like those
fifth.
first two, I was so like protective of them. I'm like, please don't make the third one suck. Please
Mhm.
don't. Like I was terrified. And then the third one was great. And I was like, you have somehow
Oh,
managed
it's
to,
scary. Yeah.
yeah, you fucking fluked these three. They're action movie. They are there for this world building, the interest in the world, John Wick as a character, and the coolest fucking gunfights you've ever seen in anything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But to sustain that for three movies blows my mind that they've kept that going.
And the
And
fourth
so
has
every time they're
great
like,
reviews too.
yeah. The fourth one, like, as soon as the reviews came out, people were like, this might be the best of the franchise. I'm like, are you kidding me? How does that happen? I
You're
actually
like,
don't know how
it's
you
10
do
out of
that.
10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. And now they have to like get better than 10 out of 10 kind of thing. Like, but
They
they
were like,
are.
this one has the best action of them. I'm like, how do you beat him tapping the horse and the horse kicking the guy in the fucking face
Oh,
from
yeah.
part three? That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I forgot about that. I
That's
rewatched
crazy.
one this week, so I'm getting back into it. I've seen all of them. I think I've seen all
Hmm.
of them in theaters. I have my tickets for four
Yeah,
next week. So,
I'm
best
very
action
excited.
franchise ever? I
It is.
think it could be. I think
It has
when I watch four, it could be. That's my cat eating
what
some
what
flowers. Yeah,
but
there.
like I also think in terms of consistency, like the movies being as consistent as they are, the main character and the
Hmm.
action and the
Hmm.
world, like what challenges it?
Mission
You can't say
Impossible.
Mission Impossible because the first one mid, second one shit, third one fourth one good, fifth one real good, sixth one
The
was that
best.
Fallout
Yeah,
is the
the
best one.
best. Yeah.
But still, that is a it's the
It's
it's there,
going
and then
up.
it's keep going up. You could say this
Yeah.
current like the Mission Impossible trilogy that just happened, maybe the new
Yeah,
one.
four, five, six. Mhm.
If you compare like those four from four, five, six, and then the upcoming seven to John Wick 1 through 4,
Oh, that's a
maybe.
good point. John Wick.
But but think about this though: Tom Cruise, weird Scientologist man,
Yeah. Yeah.
or Keanu
Keanu
Reeves donating
Reeves.
half his salary to cancer research.
That's a good point. That's a good
It's a
point.
great point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, Keanu Reeves kind of looks and sounds like Moist Critical, and that's funny.
You kind of does. Oh, he does. Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, Moist Critical, when he released that latest video with him with the guns,
Oh
talking
my
about
god.
Sneeko, all the comments are just like, he's John Wick. He's just like, he's John Wick's brother.
That was so out of left field because like he's making fun. This is so random, but anyway, there was a Moist Critical video, a YouTuber that I'm not even subscribed to, and yet still watch his.
I watch his videos like every day.
His videos just pop up on my like. It'll be like whatever. It'll be like FaZe Clan is in deep trouble, and I'm like, oh well, I gotta watch this.
And the thumbnail is just basically imagine me, but that's the thumbnail. It doesn't edit them. Just like in a chair.
So like some guy threatened him being like, watch my clips, and was like waving a gun around, and then Moist Critical pulls out first a handgun, and it's like, oh yeah, and then he pulls out like an AR-15.
These are mags, not clips.
Yeah,
absolute doofus.
My brother in Christ, it's YouTube drama. We should put the AR-15 down.
It's entertaining though. It's very entertaining. This is a comic book podcast, but we don't have JD here to threaten our lives. So Harper just left, so I guess it's just me. So Hulk 2003, it's not that bad. It's okay.
Oh, sorry, I rolled back. I wanted to show you the John Wick coin again.
Oh,
John
you
Wick
are
coin.
A fan.
I am a fan. I'm buying the John Wick hot toy. I've been trying to track it down a good price for a while, but it's all like $700.
Oh,
anyway, this
you should do it. Yeah. So we do have some news this week. As far as comics go, Harper, how many did you read?
I read half an issue of Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise.
Oh, there you go.
But I've made a list.
Okay.
And World's Finest is on the list. I will read it. It's an eventuality, but I will get it.
It is very good. You will enjoy it.
Like, what came out this week? I guarantee it's nothing I care about.
Yeah, probably not. I didn't even get to my comic shop because I've been working overtime at work. I got Hulk and Miles Morales. Why am I still reading Hulk?
Is that one book? What a weird combination.
Yeah. Hulk and then the other book is Miles Morales. But as far as news go, starting with Marvel live action news, Vanessa's been recasted for Daredevil Born Again, and Harper reminded me of this 5 minutes ago, so I didn't get the name of who's playing the character,
because that's how little it matters. I don't know her name either. But it's not.
Is Vanessa gonna have a big role in this?
I don't know. Like they did everything with that character you can do with that character outside of
to be in it. The sewer.
No, but
being a sewer person.
That's fucked up, man. They never go into detail about that, but like, oh, that's Miller. Messed up to think about. Yeah. Anyway, but they could also do, I guess, her dying of like cancer or something, and then being like, "Aha, got you, Daredevil," and then Daredevil being like, "You're literally dying."
Maybe, maybe she has like one scene where she's just in the hospital dying, and Fisk visits her.
Jesus, you wouldn't,
and then she dies, and then Fisk has nothing to lose.
You would not reveal the casting if she's just gonna be one hospital bed scene, surely. You know what I mean?
I feel like they could, because that one hospital scene, no one's gonna talk about her death. They're gonna be like, "Hey, that's not what's her face."
But that, I guess that goes to show like how little of a fuck it matters. Like, are you really gonna?
It'll be a pretty big conversation if Foggy gets recasted, if he gets recasted.
Well, but that's the one thing. Like, I think we mentioned it last week, but you know, Karen Page, she died 25 years ago in Daredevil comics, and Daredevil comics have been absolutely fine. In fact, they've all gotten better since that story, because that story sucks ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that was the loudest fucking computer notification I've ever got in my life. Yeah, it just went straight in my ear. Fuck. No one cares about Karen Page, right? And she's good in the show, I agree, and she shines the most in season 3. But I think you can absolutely tell a Daredevil story without needing Karen Page. And I think people want her because they like Deborah Ann Woll and they like the safety of having everyone be the same, which I understand.
And the ending of 3 with Karen, like Paige,
they're all together. But you know, I mean,
she's not as needed as Foggy.
You need Foggy, and you should keep it the same actor.
Yeah. So
people always fucking what's his name? Elden. I was gonna say Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Elden what is it? Elden
Henson? Henson? That sounds right. Let's go with that.
Okay, we'll go with that. People always ripped on his like acting in that. I think he's absolutely. I think he's exactly what Foggy needs to be.
He sells the role.
A dramatic little chubby baby. Oh my god, he just let me for real. But like a dramatic little chubby boy that occasionally gets pissy at Matt, but then is his best friend and has his opinions, but then pulls like the hottest babe in the show. Well done. Remember that?
Comics too.
Yeah, but then that girl tries to kill him.
Yeah, but
it's okay.
we weren't talking about that.
What is love if not?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just funny to me. I think I made the comment in the group chat. I went, it's weird that they're like, hey, the Punisher before Daredevil's best friend, like his right-hand man.
It's probably because they're filming, they're not filming in green screens, they're filming on site in New York City.
Which is,
and it's probably because they're going to get pictures of, what's his name? John Berthenol, like walking around. Yeah, just walking around.
I love that stuff. I remember the first like image of Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock on the street, and people were like, "Oh, I guess that's what he looks like." That was back when people thought the show was going to be shit. Before the entire internet went, if they don't make it exactly like Netflix Daredevil, then
Daredevil can't be happy.
Yeah,
you can't have Daredevil without gore. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we should probably mention before we get further. Hey, Shazam is out now, and next week we're going to talk about it. But this week we're not. I'm seeing it in like 3 hours.
I'm
2 hours.
Not seeing it. But I will be seeing John Wick Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. next week.
You're seeing it before me.
Comes out in Australia before anywhere else.
Yeah. Why is that?
It's the blockbuster Australia bias. For some reason, we get them like 3 days before.
I'm seeing Super Mario Bros. A day early.
Oh well, you've got
Wednesday.
Never mind.
I got tickets for so many movies right now, but yeah, I'm seeing Shazam pretty quick here. I guess if I already gave my prediction, I think that I will have nothing to say next week.
I predict I will also have nothing to say.
Tyler's also seeing it tonight. I know that, so we'll kind of bounce off each other.
I sent him his money for last week, and the way I did it was through my Australian banking app, and you can send money internationally to someone's phone number. So I just asked if his bank account was linked, and it was. And I sent him the money, and it came up with a collection code. So he needs to punch in a collection code to get his money. And he was like, how did you do this? And I went, my bank app. And he went, yeah, I'm never getting that. And I went, it'll be fine. And then he's like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. And the last thing I said to him was just faith.
So he might not. Okay.
He'll get it eventually, but I can't PayPal because my PayPal is linked to a dead fucking account.
Huh. Like you want to try testing it? Start sending me something just to test?
No. I mean, I was gonna send you these nuts in the mail.
Jesus. Like not attached to you?
Hopefully he doesn't listen to this. Do you think Tyler likes Lando Calrissian enough to want a hot toy of him?
Are you gonna get him a hot?
Well, there's someone's selling like a brand new Lando hot toy. And there's like 0 bids on it, and it's really cheap. And I'm like, I could buy that.
You're gonna what? I like Lando.
But I don't know if he likes.
Is it I like how I do an impression?
No, you truly belong with us amongst the clouds. Lando's the best, man.
He is,
why would you waste him?
He is. I mean, they didn't waste him. What do you mean?
But they did waste it. No, I mean in the
he has like 3 appearances.
No, you fucking idiot. I mean the new movies.
Oh, like Rise of
It's not like I watch Empire Strikes Back, his first appearance, and I go, oh, well, they wasted Lando.
I forgot he was in episode 9, sorry. Well, let's find out.
He hangs out with that young girl and goes,
that might be his daughter.
Yeah, but he definitely wants to. Anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know. Does Tyler like Lando enough?
Yeah,
he always says his dad looks like Lando, so I thought it would be
never
funny.
Seen any Tyler's life besides what's behind him on his webcam.
And it's always just like baby photos of him.
Yeah, I guess I've seen a weird amount of young. I've never seen you when you were young. I've never seen JD.
No,
you don't have to show you. Okay.
No. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, there I am. For audio listeners,
don't explain it. Don't explain it.
It's not him.
It could be.
This could be me. If I could be in that silhouette.
Oh, for God's sake, that's a good cover.
Yeah, it's the first appearance of Captain America as Sam Wilson, or Sam Wilson as Captain America.
It's good stuff.
I guess continuing news and whatnot. So there's a spoiler subreddit on Reddit, Marvel Studios spoilers, and Marvel Studios just destroyed it, just took down the entire sub. It was the most it was literally the most popular Marvel subreddit besides just Marvel, but it was ahead of Marvel Studios, and it was mostly just people discussing the MCU more seriously, rather than the Marvel Studio subreddit, which is mostly just posting pictures of Agent 13 and being like, hey, who's this character, and asking basic questions. So the studios, the spoiler subreddit was more of a better community, but a lot of the stuff there was posting spoilers and theories and rumors, kind of what we talk about on here.
Or the entire script of the new Ant-Man movie.
That leaked in January. All of Ant-Man 3's script came out, and I didn't realize it originated from the subreddit, but some guy just made an account, posted that, and that's why Marvel Studios took it down, and they're trying to find anyone who reposted it or the guy who posted it and take him to court, because he probably works for Marvel Studios, because how else would you get that?
Likely. Yeah.
So
remember that person that leaked the No Way Home, a section of the No Way Home?
Yeah, they're ignoring that. They're ignoring that.
But isn't that crazy? You could have just waited a month and then we all saw Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, but you lost your job to film part of a trailer where you see Doc Ock for a second or something. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. It was the first appearance. I remember I remember I think me, you, and Tyler, we weren't watching it, but JD did. And JD's just like, hey,
oh, that's right.
Is that Dr. Octopus?
Yeah, and I think at one point,
shut up, dog.
Remember they had the leaked images where it was Electro standing there in high vis, against a weird Compton background, and I'm just there's no way that that's real. And then that footage leaked, and I went, oh, it is real. So I was so sure those pictures were not real.
I remember Jamie Foxx, he spoiled the whole movie by posting I'm gonna be Spider-Man, I'm back as Electro. I posted fan art of the 3 Spider-Men together.
It couldn't have been more transparent.
Yeah, and then I had to delete it, and said he didn't even realize. Anyways,
I love shit like that. Remember when YouTube put that thing? No, it was Netflix did that thing recently where they were gonna lock accounts so you can't share passwords and blah 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 blah. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that happened in Canada.
Yeah, and then they went, oh no, we posted that post in air. Oh, this is fascinating watching Hunter toy with this cat.
I'm trying to get her to stop eating the flowers. Yeah, continue.
They went, oh, we posted that in error. We didn't actually mean to. And it's yes, you did. You just saw the backlash and went, I just be transparent. Just go, oh, well, whoops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We get you don't like it.
It's weird. It is odd. But yeah, the spoiler subreddit's down. What's her name? Iman, I think. Person who plays Miss Marvel, so that she's on that subreddit all the time and comments all the time, but she refuses to tell people what a Reddit account is.
So that's smart. Look what happened.
Lost her hobby. Yeah.
Simu Liu.
Yeah.
People can't wait to see ShangChi. What did he defend on Reddit 5 years ago?
Wait, what did he? I don't know this. What
do you not remember this?
No.
Simu Liu, he played a character on some show, and he before ShangChi was about to come out, people found his comments where he was defending pedophiles for having a mental illness. And it was you could see the point he was trying to make, but this is not the hill to die on, my brother. And he's really heavily defending, and people are being man, you seem really invested in this idea. And yeah, it's very awkward.
Hmm.
But he
Okay.
also tweeted like 2 months beforehand. He's like, I can't wait for the day someone drags up some bullshit from my past and tries to use it against me. And then when that shit came out, he just like quote tweeted that and went, I mean, what did I say? What did I say?
Like the Juno Awards, which is a music award show, is happening. It just happened in Edmonton, which is the city I live in, and Simi Liu was the host of it. So he's in my city right now.
Oh.
Oh no!
But he's not allowed within 50 feet of it.
Maybe I'll find him. Go away from parks and I'll find him. Loki season 2 on Disney Plus. There's a little thing saying Loki season 2 coming summer 2023, and now it just says coming soon. Cool.
Oh,
so probably delayed, considering that Secret Invasion once said March, and now it just says coming soon.
Oh, and it's March now.
Yeah, maybe it'll be out tomorrow.
Maybe they're making it better. No, that doesn't.
They don't want to compete with Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
Oh, and fair.
yeah. I could have said The Last of Us. That would have made more sense. But
well, The Last of Us just finished. Yeah. Mandalorian.
Did you watch? I guess.
Did you watch the new Mandalorian episode?
I haven't seen episode 3. I've heard a lot of complaints.
It's a split down the middle of people being like, that's a really good episode, and people being like, why was the Mandalorian only in it for 5 minutes?
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I saw the thing, I legit cheered when I saw that it was 55-minute episode. I went, oh my god, that's so good. And 45 minutes of it is a minor character from the first 2 seasons.
Cool.
Getting a whole episode to himself.
Yeah, I saw a meme being like, the meme where the guy's looking at the camera like,
yeah,
like when you're enjoying the Mandalorian episode, getting a little bored, that you check the time and there's still 45 minutes.
Minutes of Dr. Pershing going on.
Great, cool. Okay, well, I'll probably watch it after Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I have a cinema night tonight.
It's justice, bro. Mando hijacked 2 episodes of Boba Fett, and now Dr. Pershing, everyone's favorite Star Wars character.
Yay! I'm glad. Moving on to DC news, Ben Affleck did an interview recently and said that Justice League 2017 made him want to commit suicide. He said he almost jumped out of his an apartment he was staying in roof because he hated the process so much. He hated getting up early for work every day and wearing a rubber suit and having to deal with Joss Whedon. And but he says he's back for the Flash for just because they said that he would only have to wear it for a week. He says he has about 5 minutes of screen time, and that he thinks he understands Batman now because he hated Justice League. He did also mention that the Snyder Cut is his most well-received movie he's ever been in. So he appreciates that.
That's good.
But it doesn't change the fact that the process of making it was just awful.
That was for just
he just said
Zack
Justice
Snyder.
League. He did mention Joss Whedon saying that was rough, and he didn't understand all the decisions that were being made. And who's in
we're with you,
here?
Ben. I don't fucking get them either. That's
even
really
the Snyder
sad.
Cut, though, he was confused because he said Zack Snyder called him and was just like, hey, I want to film a new ending to this movie. Ben Affleck's like, we already have an ending. How are we going to do this? And he's like, yeah, I want to film it in my backyard. He's referring to the Martian Manhunter scene.
Martian Manhunter.
And Ben Affleck's like, why? Apparently he questioned it a lot, but that showed up anyways.
That explains his performance being, who are you and what do you want? He Harrison Ford's the fuck out of that scene.
Yeah.
Hey kid, why is your skin green? That's oh, that's fucking sad. It was very clear that he had a bad time with Batman. From BVS must have been soul crushing for them to come out to underperform at the box office, and for everyone. People, obviously there's a group of Snydery people now, and they existed at the time. But you got to remember, back in 2016, man, it was a worldwide phenomenon to be like, yo, BVS was fucking awful. And that still exists today, but especially at the time when it came out, the memes about Civil War being good and Chris
Martha,
Evans
yeah.
laughing while Ben Affleck's sad. Like,
Oh, during the interviews, yeah.
dude, the
Plus,
depressed Affleck meme went everywhere. But now it's like, oh god damn, like having that to then go into Justice League. Zack Snyder's fucking daughter dies, and like everything is upended. It's depressing as shit. And then you bring in Joss Whedon to completely upend the movie and fucking completely change it. And you've got to do reshoots. Then that movie comes out, and everyone fucking hates that movie as well.
but
Like,
also like the drama on set, like Ben Affleck's wearing like a rubber suit. He says it's so uncomfortable, it like pulls your skin, it makes you sweat. And he's listening to probably Ray Fisher argue with everyone. He's listening to like
Ray, let's just go home.
He's probably hearing Gal Gadot walk off set when Josh is making like Ezra lay on her during that one scene.
Oh god!
Like he sees Henry Cavill with like the mustache waxed up. Like it was probably terrible. Just imagine he's in the suit, just like looking around and everything.
Yeah, can't move his fucking neck. He's like, what am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. So,
but he's in Aquaman too, right?
That might be cut, but yeah, he did film a scene that wasn't in the interview. It was never mentioned.
Why is there 3 versions of Aquaman 2?
There is, yeah, there is.
Just give me Aquaman, Batman, buddy cop ocean movie. That sounds cool. Yeah. Does that not sound cool?
Yeah,
gotta admit, that
Ben
sounds
Affleck
cool.
and like Ben Affleck's Batman and Aquaman, they had good chemistry in Justice League.
Yeah,
so
like, dude, and like that's also more interesting than just doing another Aquaman movie with another Aquaman villain.
Yeah,
like, you know, when I see like, I mean, Ant-Man's a bad example because how many Ant-Man villains are there really? But like, you know, in the MCU going forward, if Kang's going to be like a villain in a bunch of different things, it's going to feel like, why didn't you just make like whatever movie it is and have that movie have that character's villain instead of putting, you know, a random character? But Batman and Aquaman, that idea, I'm like, call the movie Batman and Aquaman.
that'll make $1 billion.
That would, yeah. Well, Aquaman did somehow. That movie's not that
to put
good.
Batman's name in that, yeah.
That, like, that is a recipe. James Gunn, for fucking real, bro. You don't need to be doing Creature Commandos, the animated series.
Yeah,
I've got your $1 billion picture right here, buddy.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The interview was just on Ben Affleck in general. Like he has the upcoming movie Air coming out, so it was mostly on that. But the few DC stuff he did mention. He also said that he is proud of BVS, and that is it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't like BVS. I like making fun of your tattoo. I think BVS is not a very good movie, but I
agree.
You know, when Tyler, Tyler the other day was trying to talk down to me by being like, well, the reason I like The Last of Us 2 is because it breaks narrative conventions and it doesn't play it safe and blah blah blah. Like, I don't fucking understand that. That's like BVS. I respect it for the fact that it's not conventional. Even if some of it different. Even if some of it is, I think, just arse, but like, you know, I respect it. And I think it's a fucking miracle that the Snyder Cut is such a 180 of the theatrical cut. And
thank God, you liked it,
yeah, I still like it. Like, I don't know that I'm not gonna watch it every fucking 6 months or something, but like, I think it's a good movie. And it's crazy that even the scenes that were in the theatrical cut, when you've got all of this new stuff, it just recontextualizes things and makes it so much better.
Kal-El no is the cheerful moment there.
They even used a different take, and it's pretty much
the same
bad,
line.
But, you know, like, yeah.
Kal-El no, tonight Shazam no.
Oh God, oh she's
Billy no.
Billy no.
Oh, I hope that happens. But yeah, I mean, Ben Affleck also was asked like, "Hey, we heard that James Gunn said that you're in talks for directing a DC movie," and he said, "Hell no." He said he will absolutely never direct a movie in like a franchise like the DC universe because why would you want to? He said due to stress, due to like, it's never really your choice. It's like Warner Brothers' choice. It's the people above you will be pulling your strings. So.
Unless you are literally James Gunn, who is directing Superman now, because he's also in charge of the universe.
Yeah, he's pulling his own strings, but in this case, he's just like he rather make movies where if he's directing where he's in charge, not 5 other people above him that all are arguing. So
Ben Affleck directing movies that he's in charge with have been good in the past. So
yeah, Air is out in like 3 weeks. That's his latest movie that he's starring and directing in. So.
He's got a terrible wig in that movie.
What? Oh,
got a terrible wig.
Yeah,
I think, unless that's his real hair.
I believe it comes out the same day as Mario. So, you're out of a job, Affleck. No. You suck. Get back in the bat suit.
I don't remember the name of the movie, so I've just typed in Air, the shoe story. What is it called?
I think it's just called Air.
It is just called. It is just called Air.
Yeah. I saw.
I thought like the marketing
the other day, and there was a trailer.
I thought it had like Air, the story of a legend or some shit.
Yeah,
courting a legend. That's what it is. It's Air courting a legend.
Okay, there you go.
I think that's just a tagline. That has to be a wig. That's such a wig. Look at this. Look at this man. Look at this guy.
I knew this movie was being made, but I saw the trailer for the first time when I saw Scream 6 last week in theaters, and the whole time I was so confused over what movie it was. I forget that actors are actors and they have a job where they have to act. So in my head, I'm just like, that's Ben Affleck. That's my Damon. Right?
That's a wig.
Yeah, that's definitely a wig.
That's a wig.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, that's not that good. Even I think Jason Bateman's in it too. His looks like real hair.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Has real hair.
No, because he also has like the long kind of like.
Oh, does he?
Hair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I've watched that trailer like 4 times because it keeps just coming up on YouTube and I keep watching it going, I wonder if they're going to show like a Michael Jordan actor in this one. I'm like, surely someone's got to be playing Michael Jordan in it, right?
Michael B. Jordan, man.
That would not fit.
Creed 3 is probably starting to like, it's not making as much money anymore, so he's got to get a new movie now.
That has got to be the only funny thing from that second Space Jam movie. Where they're like, yeah, I can see you shining the fucking sunlight. Oh, the cat's chasing it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is absolutely a clip to put up on whatever social media. Or, oh, look, the cat's chasing it.
Oh, no. I lost the light.
Oh, you lost it. For audio listeners, Hunter is shining the sun into the face of his watch, and the reflection is going on his wall, and his cat is very interested in
it. Nice.
Look at it.
You told me to look for the light one more time, I'll break your jaw.
Oh my god, a Walking Dead reference.
What?
It's my day. It's my day.
It was Last of Us.
Oh, was it? I thought you were talking about the part where he's like, I'll knock your teeth out, break your jaw.
No, I'm talking about episode 1 of The Last of Us.
Which part?
When the guy's just like, hey man, if you need something, he's like, tell me to look for the light.
Oh, break your jaw. That dude. Jaw, yeah, because that's the name of the episode too.
Yeah.
No, it's the name of the last episode.
Speaking of
no. Wait.
Go on.
You were talking about Michael Jordan. Jordan. That part is I'm going back to Shining.
Keep talking.
You saw Space Jam 2, right?
I did.
that where they're like, we got Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah,
like, that's Michael B. Jordan. That is the only funny part. Because like to any other audience member who doesn't like, if you don't think about actors and you just see movies to see movies and you don't know who that guy is, it's just such a random scene. Oh, you got Michael B. Jordan.
I didn't think you saw the movie, but then I remember Don Cheadle's in it, and that's probably why you saw it.
Don Cheadle he's the goat.
He plays Algae Rhythm. That's his
Algae Rhythm. Yes.
This character's good at it. I hope he's in the MCU.
Yeah.
Oh,
nominated for the Oscar.
What's his name? Perry White, Man of Steel.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah, he forgot that he was in the MCU.
He did an interview with comicbook.com for John Wick 4, and Brandon, he was the interviewer, said, "Is there any fandoms that you like? Like, are you a Star Wars fan? Are you a DC fan?" And he's like, "You know what? I love the MCU. I tune into all the MCU movies, and I hope to be a part of it one day."
Yes, and it's like, dude, you were in Ant-Man for a decent portion of that movie.
He has some scenes in Ant-Man, yeah.
Like, you're part of the crew by the end. You're the dad of the fucking girl. Like,
yeah, he might be in Thunderbolts, but I guess he forgot. Oh no,
that cat's about to jump up on the thing. Oh no, that's dangerous.
CGCs are up there.
Oh, I was more thinking the statues. That cat is dangerous, man.
Yeah, she's fun. Yeah.
Somebody please get this man a gun. You know, Hunter just took off his headphones, so he didn't get to hear my spot-on Lawrence Fishburne impression. That's so disappointing. I just had to tell the audience that you missed my Lawrence
I heard it for a bit. I heard, please.
Somebody, please. I love that scene. Dude,
What?
Get this man a gun. Anyway, do you think Tyler likes Lando Calrissian?
Yes, I do. I do. Do you see what Zack Snyder posted this week?
Okay, so right, before you unveil it, right, let me try and guess what that cat's jumped back up there.
Yeah, again, I know. She's probably fine.
He posted a teaser for.
Oh, she's eating my Red Hood.
Oh my god, dude! Kick the cat out of the fucking room. She's gone behind the Captain America shield. Oh my god! Sorry, guys. This is a YouTube audience fucking video. This is incredible. Don't just sit her on the chair, you fucking moron.
I know.
Put her out of the room.
There.
What? You just put her on the ground. That's absolutely. Anyway, now we know who will wield the shield, and that's a good throwback to that comic you showed before.
Hey. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, Zack Snyder. Snyder.
So he's teasing a new upcoming project, but did he? I don't know if this was a Photoshop thing or a real thing. Did I see something about Darkseid?
It was like a 15 or 30-second like thing where it just looks like a sports intro, but it says like save the date. I think it's April 21st. Presented by Darkseid.
Oh, so it's gonna be Ray Porter.
Yeah,
presenting a Rebel Moon trailer or something. I would get. I don't know.
SnyderCon is a real thing.
I don't think it's going to be that.
SnyderCon. Could be a watch party for Zack Snyder's Justice League because he did do Man of Steel and BVS.
What do you mean by SnyderCon being a real thing? That's not a real thing. Is it?
That's a convention about Zack Snyder that happens every year.
Since when?
I think 2001.
No,
I don't know. It is a real thing.
That must be the biggest thing that ever happened in 2001.
It is, yeah. SnyderCon.
Just brushed past that so quickly.
Yes, I don't know.
Come on. He's just gone silent.
I'm looking it up.
Oh god.
Oh, there was one in 2019, so it definitely goes far back, I guess.
Far back. That's 4 years. Actually, that is quite a long time ago.
I thought this would be like the second one.
Jesus, what do you do at SnyderCon? He makes a movie
Aquil
like once.
Went to that.
Huh? Oh, the DC account.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a fuckhead?
Aquil was an old fan page back in the early days of like the DCEU, and he wanted everyone to post #Aquil for Superboy so he could play Superboy.
Oh my god!
He saw Justice League in theaters 10 times. In theaters,
right?
Just to support.
I don't want to be one of those people that like sucks off the government or like established order too much, but like get a job.
But it's Zack Snyder, so it's a little different.
No,
it wasn't even Zack Snyder. Okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Night, are you good for Snyder? Done? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm pretty good.
Donna DC announced that Tom King will be writing Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
He did an interview where he stated, I need Tyler for this, because Tyler actually watched the whole thing, I believe. But from what I got from Tyler's my source.
Great. Which is where you base everything.
He realized that Batman and Superman are so popular. Wonder Woman's their third biggest character, but she's not that popular in the comics. So Tom King's goal is to get her to that like Trinity status, that Batman.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, probably not. But at least this might be a good Wonder Woman story.
Yeah, it might be a good. But it's better than him writing Heroes in Crisis 2 or something.
Oh god. The Flash. Jeremy Adams is off the Flash. There's a new creative team here.
Yeah, I think we spoke about that last week, didn't we?
No, this news came out Sunday, I think, or Monday. It was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because someone commented on the YouTube, on the comments section on YouTube for last week's video. They were like, "You guys made this video, and then the next day, like all of this news happened, and we just missed. we were too busy going in issue 123 of The Flash. And then like
basically.
That's sad for Jeremy Adams, man. Like I mean, it's good for me because I'm going to enjoy reading his run now, knowing there's a definitive end point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not catching up just to then drop it to just then catch up. But like, he seemed like he was having a really good time. He seemed like he was really enjoying it.
Jeremy has publicly said that he's sad about this, and he had a lot more plans for The Flash.
Yeah.
They just can't go on. They said that they told Jeremy that the reason he's off is because they want the book to go in a different direction. Jeremy's book was very family focused, so now they rather action, I guess. Simon Spurrier, who did a lot of like X-Men tie-in books, and Mike Deodato Jr. is the artist. They describe it that they want to make it more sci-fi mystery.
Say that one again.
Mike Deodato Jr. Deodato.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Just the way you said it. Just Deodato. I think that's wrong.
Okay, probably.
But it also sounds wrong to say Deodato. So I don't know. Anyway, New Avengers. No, yes, New Avengers.
What?
Bendis Iron Man. He's the artist for like everything.
I thought you were saying there was a new Avengers run.
No.
Bendis. I was like,
no. Mike Deodato Jr.
Okay, yeah. Your favorite book was announced, Steelworks by Michael Dorn and Sammy Bassett.
I don't even know what that is.
Steelworks is a Steel series, like John Henry Irons.
Yeah, with the girl Steel.
No, man.
Man Steel and Girl Steel, or just Man Steel?
It seems to be about Man Steel, but Girl but Girl Steel is in the solicitation saying that she will be a part of it. But it's about him trying to retire as a superhero, but he can't.
Why would you call it Steelworks if it's just him then? Like, just call it Steel or Man Steel.
Michael Dorn voiced Steel in the Superman animated series, and now he's writing Steelworks.
That's cool. That's cool.
Good or bad, yeah.
Yeah, well, fuck it. I mean, we've got TV writers writing comic books and like Rick and Morty writers writing comic books and then writing Avengers 5. So like, I don't know.
Venom, like you guys can hear, like the audience can hear, but Venom's screaming in my head right now.
Yeah, we don't like Jeff Loveness.
Let me out. It's like, no, you can't attack. It's through a computer screen. You can't go through. You see that?
Are you going to talk about what Jeff? No. What? Where he's
trying to open the car door.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man, dude! Like, I can't stand it.
I couldn't get the smile off my face. All 4 times I watched it.
Why can't he just make another Mad Max movie?
He's Fury Road, because the new one's like a prequel.
It's Furiosa, I know, but I want a Mad Max 5, I guess. I want a Mad Max movie. That sounds like such a white male thing to say. Where's my Mad Max movie with my Max? None of this Furiosa garbage. I need Max.
Next bit of news. That's all I have.
God.
I guess Hawk Girl. She's getting a book by Jadzia Axelrod. But it's about Kendra just retiring. It's very similar to Steelworks.
What are these books at the moment?
With the JSA being fully formed and the Justice League not existing, Kendra finds herself on her own for the first time in a while. She moves to Metropolis to start a new life, where she ends up meeting the new villain of the series. Yeah. Then some stuff how the villains.
Do people pretend that they think Hawk Girl is an interesting character? Is that a thing people do?
Do you not like her?
No, I don't. And I can promise you Tyler may or may not, and JD definitely doesn't, for different reasons.
Do you prefer Hawkman?
Of course I do. No, I don't really care about either of the Hawks.
Yeah, I guess no. Now I think about it, I'm like, no, I won't be reading the series. And that's not because I'm against Hawk Girl as a character. It's just she doesn't interest me. I'm okay if she's on the Justice League.
Yeah, I like her in animated stuff, but I also like the idea of presenting Hawkman and Hawkgirl to JD and being like, look, JD, they're both bird related characters. They're practically the same character in personality and origin story, but one's a man and one's a woman. Which one do you like? Be like, my man Carter Hall.
Basically. JD already knows who Carter Hall is, but when you say Hawkgirl, he's just like, who?
He's like, what? They made Hawkman a Hawk girl?
You can't say anything these days. You just get canceled.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what. I was out on the street, and I tell you, I can't tell you, but I'm going to tell you what I heard on the street the other day. I can't tell you. I'll get canceled. Not that I'm afraid. I can say anything I want, but so I'm going to tell you right now because I'm not afraid.
These days with this woke agenda nonsense, I tell you what, you can't actually say anything, can you?
What is that voice? That's a new one.
That is my great Nans Voice, who is 93 years old, and I do it perfectly spot on. Now, she doesn't actually say woke agenda or anything, but I think that voice is funny for old racist people, even though she's very non-racist. Well, as you can be,
as you can be,
as you can be. Well, as a 90-year-old, I mean. You gotta have, there's gotta be something.
Gotta be a little bit of what there's like certain group of people on Twitter that believe Captain America should be saying.
If the character was white in the comic books, then how come when you put him in the movie?
Because they picked the best actor.
Well,
Granny Harper.
So guys, it's not that big of a deal. Who cares? I was thinking that the other day with, when they revealed Star-Lord was bi.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day while driving, and I'm like, if someone said to me, it's like, I can't believe they did that. What part of that affects anyone whatsoever? Like, would you ever think about that going forward if you didn't care about it?
Yeah. And it makes sense. I'm on a Guardians binge right now, and it totally makes sense. There's a run, the Bendis wrote in 2010, where Peter's at a bar, and this thing comes up that's just nothing but just like a slime with octopus tentacles coming out, and he's like attracted to that.
Yeah, he's definitely like Pan or something, but it's just crazy. Like it just does not affect you whatsoever. Like, remember when I was saying that people were like upset in The Walking Dead, like letter hacks, when they found out that the character Jesus in the comics was gay, and they were like, can't believe you've taken a character named Jesus and made him gay. And Robert Kirkman was like, fun fact, it's not actually Jesus Christ. It's just a guy with a beard and long hair. And like past that point, do you ever like see Jesus like come onto the page and come onto the page, Jesus Christ. But do you ever see him appear Jesus and go, oh, there's Jesus. Oh, he's gay. Like that. Do you think about it? Like, God, it's so random. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
So we did that.
And that's the news of the week. And we have no comics of the week.
We did have some. No. What was the thing I just said before?
Let's get down to business.
No, Jeff loved us what he said about Avengers 5. I figured you want to bring that up.
Yeah. He said the Fantastic... Is it the Fantastic Four thing?
No. He said he's describing it as a comedy adventure film or something.
That's fine.
Well, I think it's fine.
More serious, but if you want to do another Age of Ultron, okay.
I guess it depends. Kang Dynasty to me implies that it's like Infinity War, where you get a bunch of Thanos, but that for Kang.
Mm-hmm.
But like that doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't fully strike me as a fun comedy adventure. But I'm also not
like people laughed at that end credit scene with all of them going crazy
because it looked awful.
Yes, but I for one took it seriously in theaters for some reason. Looking back, I'm like, wait, why did I? But in theaters, I was like, oh. As they're all like, like going.
They were doing. Wasn't that so weird? They're like in a boxing match.
Like grabs one of the Kangs, like pulls him forward and screams in his face and throws him away. And I thought that was menacing, but now I'm like, wait, why did I think that?
That's goofy as shit.
They were trying to make Kang insane for some reason, which is not something that Kang is.
Well,
they
some
turned
of
him
them
into the Joker. They were acting like Jokers there.
No way. What if though?
What
if that's the twist? Like, what if Kang Dynasty stands up, in the full outfit, obviously, and he's got the scars this way, but then he stands up on top of a police car, and he just puts blood on either side of his face.
And it's played by Joaquin Phoenix. Most Kangs are played by Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh no, not Joaquin Phoenix in black.
Jonathan Major has like 4 of them, but it's mostly Joaquin.
He'd win an award for that, I bet.
The Oscar, yeah.
The Academy would be like, yes, it was Joaquin Phoenix in blackface, but his performance was brilliant.
Do you think Kang Dynasty will be part of the Academy? Black Panther Wakanda Forever won Best Costume Design this year.
I also think that it rightfully lost. This is a take. I don't think Angela Bassett needed that Oscar.
She didn't win.
Well, she didn't win. That's what I'm saying. But like, people are like, she was robbed. Jamie Lee Curtis shouldn't have won. Now, look, I'm biased because Jamie Lee Curtis is obviously my Halloween girl, and they even brought it up in her like thing. Yeah. Like, it was like, she first appeared in Halloween and last produced Halloween Ends. I'm like, one of those is certainly good. Hearing Halloween Ends at the Oscars is so funny. Like, those should not be related at all. But anyway, but like, Angela Bassett is really good in Wakanda Forever, but she's also, I don't know, it felt like she was barely in it.
Yeah, well,
she's there at the start heavily. Then
it's the scene where she yells at a koi. Yeah,
yes,
that's the scene that
have I not lost everything?
Yeah.
But then she just,
which is great.
It is great, but I don't know, man. I feel like people equate one scene where someone yells really passionately with Best Picture or Best Actor or whatever.
That being said, Jamie Lee Curtis, have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, I haven't.
Jamie Lee Curtis is not in that movie very much.
Yeah, actually, I spoke to someone about that. I went, when it was announced, I was excited. And I
was like,
what did she do in that movie to win an Oscar? And they were like, exactly. I was like, oh.
Because there's another person that was nominated who plays like the main daughter.
Yeah.
It's like one of the main characters of the whole movie. And she was nominated for Best Actress. Why didn't she win?
Do you know what it is? It is a lifetime achievement, consolatory sort of award. That's what it feels like.
That's why they gave it to Jamie Lee Curtis.
It feels like, because it doesn't feel like she's ever going to be nominated for a thing again. And they were like, whoa, Jamie Lee Curtis has been in the industry for 40 plus years.
And she
hasn't won an Oscar. Yeah. Better give her one. Like,
for a role that she plays, like someone that works at the bank that gets mind controlled to be a zombie, and then is in some versions of the multiverse where she has hot dog fingers. That's it.
And the award for Best Actress in Emotions.
Yeah. There is a funny scene where she's crying and she plays the piano with her toes because her fingers are made of hot dogs, so she can't play with that.
Is that real? I can't.
That is 100% real.
I don't understand this. Anyway, her wife is leaving. Short Round won the Oscar. That was amazing.
You should see this movie.
Bro, Brendan Fraser, that is the most base thing in Academy history.
You should watch this movie, man.
I'm sure I would love it, but I don't have the time.
What do you mean? You're sitting here with me
too busy working in the coal mines.
I forgot you're mining for diamonds,
It's about that's a Tobuscus reference. A man who was accused of many things and is now hanging out with Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. It's weird how you bring that up. I literally just saw that because every couple of years I go through this thing where I'm like, I wonder if Tobuscus is alive. So I look it up.
Yeah, I do the same shit.
Because I watched his whole first Minecraft Let's Play back when I was a kid. I met him.
What?
I met him in real life. We hung out. We didn't hang out.
Okay, I was gonna say that now.
He was at a convention I went to, and I was dressed as Spider-Man, and I ran by, and I was just like, Tobuscus, and he was like, "Oh, get in here! I need Spider-Man for my video." I was like, "Oh."
He said, "Hello once again, audience."
Yeah, and he held his phone up or his camera up, and he went like, "Darkness and redness and whiteness."
And white. I was like, "Oh no!" He did the thing.
He was like, "I'm here at Edmonton Comic Con," and he did like this whole thing with Spider-Man, and I went like, psst, psst. And he was like, "Oh yeah," and then he moved on. And then that was never in the video. He cut my part out completely. But I still got to meet him. And now I feel sick.
Yeah, so now it's very concerning. I do the thing where I go, wonder what Jack's Films is up to. And then
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
love
oh,
Jack's
he's still
Films.
making videos and he's still like, yeah, he's going quite
Yeah.
is still going somehow. And then I see Tobuscus, and Tobuscus is like, the thing about Donald Trump. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, no.
we
God.
will get into the politics. Fun fact about A Hero Story in Politics: the Lost
Oh.
episode is lost due to politics.
Because of that, yeah. You and I sat idly back while two other unnamed members had a very
Even
heavy
there were
discussion.
JD and Tyler too.
Yes, exactly. About American politics.
Yeah,
We
so
were
that
like,
episode had to be deleted, but you can find a short version of it on YouTube if you look up A Hero Story: The Suicide Squad review.
that wasn't the only reason.
No.
I was in my peak disrupt the podcast for the sake of comedy routine. You know, which, you know, obviously led to that one guy messaging us and going, get this guy off the show.
And now you're listening to an episode where it's just me and him.
It's just us for
And
however long this lasts.
Yeah, we got to keep going to pass an
I think
hour.
I got to take a break soon. I'm so burnt out.
Yeah, he seemed unmotivated to come on today.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was also the prospect of it just being you. Why do you have a magnet that's the American flag?
Yeah, why do I have this?
Why are you holding that?
It was in a backpack.
How am I supposed to say or anything or make a point about anything when you're holding the American
That's a good point.
flag?
I'll find something else to like fiddle with.
Just fiddle with your. Yes, fiddle with Moon Knight. I have no idea the point I was trying to make. Oh no, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say these days. I think I've said a lot, and so I'm just tired.
That's why you see Shazam 2, and then you come on.
I'm not seeing Shazam fucking. I'm not doing it. I saw.
You might have one thing to say about it.
I paid for my ticket to Black Adam, Tyler and his whoever ticket to Black Adam, and the friends I went with to see Black Adam with. I paid for like 7 people's worth of Black Adam tickets. So I'm not seeing Shazam. I'm not doing it.
You still have to pay for yours, man.
No.
I mean, you already paid for Tyler's. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to give Zach Levi money. The dude who's losing his mind because someone said, "Do you think you could beat The Rock?" And he went,
"Yeah,
oh, you're a fucking dumbass." Okay.
Yeah, if you guys look up, there's a clip of him at a comic convention where someone asked a pretty common question to the actor playing Shazam and the actor playing Black Adam. He said, "Do you think you beat Rock in a fight?" And he snapped for some reason. Zachary Levi yelled at this guy. He said, "Did he say like?"
Said, "Are you a dumbass? These are make-believe. These movies aren't real life."
Can you hear this? Okay. I have it here.
No. This is a movie, you dumbass.
I heard part of it, but yeah. This is a movie, you dumbass. It's make-believe.
Imagine being the fan. Imagine if it was like a 13-year-old boy.
But like, you know, I understand his dad died. That's traumatic. But now he's like, that's turned him into the Joker.
Oh, hey, they're doing recasted for the new DC universe.
Well, maybe that's because that's the story that's the story they'll tell in the movie. Yes,
yeah. not a good fit, but you know, maybe. Oh, that's the news. James Gunn is directing Superman.
That's what I said before.
Can I get a witness?
Why didn't you jump on that when I said it before? When I said James Gunn's directing Superman, and you were like, "Yeah, he's pulling his own strings."
I literally, we've been recording for about 45 minutes. I just started listening to you about 3 minutes ago.
Oh, wow!
I learned there's something that you can do with your mind where it's like watching movies in your mind. You can just think of things. Yes. So I was trying to think of a good joke, but no, find one.
Like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey audience, what do you want to return? A hero story watch party, which is where we watch a movie and we trim something that takes me way too long and we do highlights. We have done episodes such as Batman v Superman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990. Do you want that to return, or would you rather a hero story, a Star Wars story where we talk all things Star Wars? We've done 2 episodes of that. One on movies, one on the Disney Plus series, including Clone Wars. And Mandalorian Season 3 is on now, so maybe we could talk about that. Number 3 is Timmy's Talk, which is basically what you're listening to. It's our
pretty much.
it's our sideshow, which is just on YouTube that happens pretty much once a year, where Harper and I and our other two co-hosts, Jade and Tata, and we just ramble. We don't have a topic in mind. We have no plans, and we just talk to talk for usually like an hour and a half. Or number 4 is a hero story D&D, which is where we play Dungeons and Dragons, and we have 4 episodes up. We did a mini series, but I want it to return.
I want D&D. I don't. You were holding random things, American things. I have a baseball, and it never occurred to me why I have this.
Okay.
I've never played a game of baseball in my fucking life, but I have. Look at this baseball. Synthetic cover, cork, rubber cork, official size weight. Oh, and it's from the home of baseball, China.
Pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, those are so Timmy Talk, D&D, Watch Party, and Star Wars. We already brought back book club. That's happening April 1st for our next episode. But
D&D is like D&D feels like a top priority. It's like it's the thing that gets me the most excited.
Wizard of the Coast stopped their lawsuit against content creators, and the movie's out in like a week, 2 weeks.
How is the movie? Why is the movie being received well? Because this can't be right.
They respected the source material, and they took inspiration from Star Wars by trying to do less CGI and filming on site with like prosthetics and stuff. There was an interview that came out today by Variety.
Looks so bad.
Yeah, but the movie looks so good to me. Did
you see Auntie Donna's in it?
Yeah.
It's very exciting for me.
I also did the interview where they said they had dragonborns in it, which are dragon people, and it was all prosthetic. Like they have like dragon heads that the actors wore that like had like smoke come out the nose, and they would drool. I'm like,
oh. Why wasn't any of that in the trailer? Why were the trailers like, he's right behind me, isn't he? Like that's what it felt
basically,
like.
Yeah.
Like generic action movie tropes and bad green screen.
Apparently, they're hiding a lot.
Why? Market the movie. I'll watch it.
It looks great.
It doesn't though. That's the problem.
It does.
It looks awful, but all the reviews are going, it's good. And I'm like,
people are saying it's fantasy Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, cool.
That's a big that's I don't know, man.
I don't know,
man. I don't. When's it come out?
2 weeks.
Oh, fuck.
March 30th.
No. I'm just gonna hard no that. I'll be honest.
I guess you're not really as big into movie theaters as like Tyler and I are.
What the fuck is that fucking statement? I fucking love movie theaters. I just have no friends.
Go alone. You think Tyler does? That
was me. I might start going. I've got a couple guys, but they're usually busy, and I also just like between their work and my work, I cannot fucking figure times.
Scream 6 was last week. That was awesome. Shazam's this week. John Wick is next week. Then it's Dungeons and Dragons. That is Super Mario. That's Air. That's Evil Dead Rise. Like I got a whole list on.
Evil Dead. Yeah, but see, like most of the things you listed there are either gonna be bad or I don't fucking care. Like I can't believe you care so much about these.
Yeah, just
why are you gonna see Mario?
I'm a huge Mario fan, bro.
But it's Mario.
I haven't missed a game since Super Mario World 3. I've played every one besides the spin-off games. I played most spin-off games though. But Odyssey, one of the best games ever made. Super Mario Odyssey. Chris Pratt in the black and white photo staring at the camera, but like we get to see where that came from.
I grew up my whole life stomping Coopers.
I've been watching interviews for that too. Like the whole cast is there talking about it. Jack Black dresses as Bowser,
Jack Black in the Bowser costume.
Everyone else is in like business casual. It's like, oh yeah, I was totes excited to play Bowser.
Yeah, I was turds excited to play Bowser. Love Jack Black, man.
Yeah, movies are fun, but comics are why you guys are listening and probably grinding your teeth and threatening to swerve into the other lane. or punching the wall in the shower, or what else do you guys do? Rock climbing. The guy's just climbing so fast. He's like a jaguar.
Have a shower while your dad takes a shit or whatever.
That was one listener. We gotta do reviews again. Those reviews are so.
Oh yeah, send in reviews. Fuck, that'd be cool.
On iTunes, if you give us like a 5-star review and a little story of how you're listening, that was really fun. We did that like a year ago, and we got a lot of fun stories of people rock climbing, driving, showering.
I really want to talk about, like, I have so many things I want to talk about, but your narrow view of the podcast, I don't know will allow them.
Well, we've been talking about movies a lot. Okay, listeners, the comics have ended, and they will return next week.
Yeah,
but
we have not.
As far as like comic stuff, if I think of something, I'll bring it up. And no matter what Harper's going to talk about here, I will reference comic stuff. But if you're only here to hear us talk about comics, I'm sorry, but Hasbro.
There's no fucking way. Look how many people tune in for fucking Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, but Dungeons and Dragons is cool.
No, fuck you, man. You fucking cunt. No, but like, I don't think it's necessarily just about comic books.
It's about
when there's comics to talk about, I don't think the audience is on the edge of their seat going, "Oh, I'm an hour and a half in, and Hunter hasn't talked about the newest Thor issue yet." You know what I mean? I think they just like enjoy interesting conversations about shit.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am.
Thank you. I mean,
a hand appears from the void. What is that?
This is chocolate cookie frap. Yeah, from Starbucks. Thank you, Chelsea.
You motherfucker! Where the fuck is mine? That's a thick straw.
Yeah, it's good though.
Anyway, I don't know,
but I think we've definitely become like almost like I was gonna say characters, but does that make sense?
What do you mean?
Like people. Okay, so I had a guy message me. It says Marvel DC Access on Instagram, I believe, and he was just like, "Hey, I want to know your thoughts on Titans. The Titans relaunch. Did you guys do an episode where you talked about it?" Well, the comic series by Tom Taylor. He's like, "Did you do an episode where you talked about it?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's probably in like when we talk about the news of the week in this episode here." And he was just like, "You guys talked about it pretty briefly. Like you gave your thoughts, but then you kind of moved on pretty quickly."
Yeah,
like,
that's
true. We are a comic book podcast, but I think mostly we've evolved into more of a comic comedy podcast in a way. That's why I'm advertising it now.
How far into this episode are we?
Let me check. 1 hour 70 minutes. That doesn't even make sense. No, we're an hour 4 minutes.
An hour and 4 minutes. We can talk. I would like to talk a couple things. I'll put up a thing on the Hero Story account. What topics do you want us to talk about? And we'll on the fly some. How's that sound?
If we get any replies, this episode will go 30 minutes max because then I gotta go. I gotta go be a witness to Shazam.
Did you watch? That's a silly question. Did you watch the Last of Us finale?
Wait, someone said that already?
Huh?
Someone already replied. Oh.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I actually haven't yet.
What?
But I played the game and I've seen every other episode. It's good. I haven't seen the finale. Hasbro. I work for Hasbro and they've been keeping me busy. Let's just say.
Okay, so you have not seen the finale?
No, I've seen everyone but the finale.
That's interesting.
The latest Mando episode I haven't seen either. So,
well, that's different. That's the third episode into an 8-episode season, and it's about a random doctor character.
Well, I didn't know that, right? So, episode 2, episode 1 and 2, I watched like the first thing I did when I woke up on that day. I watched it. That's how I do. I do that for every She-Hulk episode too. That's how I do these Disney Plus shows, because running a comic account and being part of the comic community and doing this podcast and everything, I feel like I have to see everything as soon as they drop. Otherwise, I get spoiled. Thanks TV spots to Shazam for doing that for me.
Oh, dude, that's got to be the most egregious. And David Sandberg being like, "Did you have to show that?"
He was mad about that. It sucks. He got COVID, so he can't be at the Shazam premiere.
That happened with. I swear that happened with someone else.
It
Someone
happened with me too. That's why I'm not there.
Right. Okay. No, I just was. I mean, we sort of briefly talked about it in the group chat, but like, I mean, the Last of Us finale is it's basically the finale of the game, pretty much down to a T. It's got to be the most.
I mean,
What?
I played the game and I watched Voice Critical's review.
Of course you did, yeah. Hey, you liked it.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Plug this in on 90% on the moisture meter.
Yeah. It's a good show. Like, I will say that the ending was a little rushed. The hospital slaughter scene is about 15 minutes, really. So, you know, I feel like it could have really been another episode, honestly. So,
I mean, he is right. It was very quick. Although, God, they cover some stuff in that they didn't cover in the game. That it was, there's a couple things Joel says.
Let's
table it.
Yeah, let's find it. I'm still gonna watch it. Yeah.
Anyway, point being, I don't know what I like more anymore. I think I'm gonna have to replay the first game.
What do you? Oh, game or show?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard because they really went, okay, what if it's The Last of Us? And it's like, all right, I'm on board. This is good. And they went, Joel. And I'm like, I love Joel. And they went, Pedro Pascal. And I went, well, now you're making it difficult because like that's a whole other level. You know what I mean?
That's great casting, yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, we were in the, I think, the right side of history that thought that was great versus the people that were like, you should have gotten Hugh Jackman. No,
I think
you shouldn't.
Would have been good too. Honestly.
No, he's too old.
Have you seen Logan?
No, I actually have not seen Logan.
Okay, well, you should watch it. Then you might change your mind.
What happens in Logan?
Okay, so from the beginning, okay, it starts with he's a limousine driver, right?
Okay.
And he's old, and his healing factor isn't working that well, so he tries to avoid using it, but he will use it if necessary.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was going to go through this whole movie
pitch,
as a joke.
Pitch it to me. Pitch it to me.
Pitch meeting. That's the show I always send you.
Yes, it is.
So
it's very
funny.
unfunny.
Oh.
we said different things at the exact same time.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
That gets you money.
Yes. Okay. I'm all for him being in Deadpool 3. Oh, what did I just
have you played The Last of Us?
No. What's that?
Oh, okay. How do I explain this? Okay, Wolverine, beard.
That movie is just The Last of Us.
Yeah,
I didn't even click to that. You were spot on. It's another one of those
movies. Has to travel across the country, but the world's a little different. It's a little apocalyptic in a way, not fully. Not like The Last of Us is.
Have I ever told you my actual opinions on the movie Logan?
You love it, don't you? Or do you hate it? It's one or the other.
It's not one or the other. I think it's.
You think it's
good? I think it's. I
love it.
I know, and a lot of people do, but I think it's funny because, like, you know, The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead, and but that's a very brutal, sad atmosphere, but it doesn't feel like everything is crushingly depressing all the time. Logan is just so, you know, we're all gonna die and life sucks, and even if you're happy, you'll get cancer or something. And
when Professor X died, I was sobbing.
Oh yeah, that's the worst part of that movie, the clone Logan though. That's fucking
it's weird.
Why?
It's weird.
Why?
But
anyway, like
when he buries Professor X and his hand shaking and Laura like holds it.
Yeah, that's good. When he smacks the shit out of the truck with the shovel and shit. Yeah, no, all that stuff's good. It's just that movie is so overbearingly depressing, and it feels dystopian, even though like society is normal, but like all the mutants are dead. For some reason, every time I just watch it, I want to kill myself.
So you need like a more upbeat content.
No, I don't know, but that's the thing, because I like that sort of style of depressing apocalyptic scenarios where everything is shit. But for some reason, the sense Logan gives me is it feels like I'm on my deathbed, and it makes me miserable. I don't know what, and that's probably the point. But for some reason, like, there's not a single moment in that movie where I'm like, yeah, oh, we've got We've got 4 comments already on this thing.
Well, real quick. If you like, maybe to make you not want to die, you watch something a little bit more upbeat. I have a movie for you called Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
I thought you were gonna say the Wolverine from 2013.
Okay, what are these things?
Okay. Topics people want us to talk about.
Yeah, say their username too.
The first one is Swarex, I guess. He said, I'm sure you've all seen Shazam 2 by now. Yep, we loved it.
Yes, we have.
We loved
it. We actually both agreed, and we gave it both. We both gave it 10 out of 10.
Yeah, we put it 100% on
we
the
actually
meter.
Talked about how John Wick is the best action franchise ever made. I think Shazam takes the cake here.
I think Shazam might take the cake now. Yeah, actually.
I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.
I just killed Helen Mirren or something. I don't know.
I love my life. Let's get down to business.
Oh God. Logana Goli.
We just talked about Logan.
Okay, well, Logan, I'm going to go. Just wrote D&D. Yep, we hope to do it. Huh?
Question mark or he just said those 3 letters and that's it?
D&D.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm excited. I play 3 times a week now, but I want to get a 4th in.
So. Jesus, 3 times a week.
I'm playing tomorrow and the next day and the next day.
Christ, okay.
It's a fun time. I like to be in a fantasy world.
Comics Connor said maybe, except he spelt maybe wrong, so good one. Unless you've got dyslexia, in which case, haha.
Wait.
Joke. I only said that because that meme where it's like when the teacher picks out the dyslexic kid to read something in class and it's Negan going, buddy, you still there? I just don't know. It seems like you're trying to speak.
Glenn's like,
Mag. He said, now this is a crazy idea. He said, comics. That's what we should talk about. I know it's crazy, but for real, here we go. Maybe video games or movies. This is what I'm fucking saying.
Well,
Comics
we talked
Connor's
about
got
a lot
one
of
back.
What's your favorite video games ever made?
Oh, if I give you my actual opinion, you're gonna make fun of me.
I have a list that I made.
What do you think is Troy Baker's best performance in anything?
I would say Last of Us, honestly.
If I say Troy Baker to you, what's the first thing you think of?
Last of Us.
You'd be wrong. It is.
Is it Joker?
Brothers in Arms, Road to Hill 30, Brothers in Arms, Earned in Blood. Both of those games from 2005.
Oh, I remember you talking about this.
And Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway from 2008. Not real-time strategy. What are they? Like action shooter strategy war games. They're fucking good, man. That was the first thing he did, Troy Baker. Not in life. I assume he did other things, but like in terms of voice,
he didn't even go to high school. Look at this guy.
He was born and then Brothers in Arms. Do you know what his character's name is in that series?
Troy?
No, Matt Baker. They just went, we'll call you Matt. What should we? And he went, Baker.
Cool.
It's good stuff. I fucking love those games. I play them occasionally to make me feel.
I will rapid fire you my 10 favorite games ever made. And I bet you played maybe 2 of them.
I will rate them out of 10. Go.
Okay. Skyrim.
Yeah, okay. I've played a little bit of it. 10.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Ready for this one? You love this one. Pokemon Heart Gold.
Right. 7.
Oh, okay. Dishonored 2.
I'll give you a 10 for that because Dishonored's cool.
Pedro Pascal's in that one.
What?
Yeah, you can kill him or you can save him. Up to you.
Oh, well, is he a bad guy?
I mean, he's kind of a jerk. He treats his
I'll
workers.
save him.
He's a rich guy in a house that treats his workers terribly. You're hired to kill him.
Oh, he's just like JD.
But he's great in it. He's awesome. He threatens the shop owner.
Sounds awesome.
But yeah, Dishonored 2.
Okay, 10.
7, Minecraft.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of my favorites. I play it all the time.
I'm with you. Minecraft's a 10.
Like the past 10 years. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
I have to give it a 10, probably.
Jeez, you love these games.
I love these games.
The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Nah, mid 2.
Okay. Sonic Adventure 2.
0.
Of course. Spider-Man PS4. I love that
now,
game.
I have actual opinions about. I mean, that's
Yeah.
fair. I always find that funny when people like say, you know, this very popular thing is one of their favorites, and then they have to justify it by going, "No, but like I really love it." Yeah, well, it's
That's
good.
fair,
Like,
but I
you
mean,
know
like,
what I
that's
mean?
one that you know. So I'm
like it's just so funny to me. Like, if someone goes, "Well, my favorite movie is Jaws." Now, I know what you think, and it's a generic answer. Yeah, I don't care. It's good. That's why.
fair enough.
Like,
Yeah. Okay, well, Spider-Man.
Yeah, a good game. Really good game. I just, man, I don't know. I think I have I have a thing with open world games these days where, you know, when you play an open world game for the first time and everything feels so alive, and it's like I am in this world. Everything feels real.
See
It
those
feels
mountains?
like
You could go there.
yeah, I'm a ride my horse, boy. Like, you know what I mean? It feels real. But then like you play it after the main campaign and you're like, this feels dead and lifeless. That's how I feel about Spider-Man PS4. Is like in the main game, in the story, I'm like, this is and as soon as it ended, I'm like, this New York is nothing. You walk through the streets and it just doesn't feel.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
think
it
Miles
is?
Morales handled that a bit better.
Yeah, probably. There was a lot more character to New York with the winter shit. I agree with you. But like obviously Red Dead, but even Red Dead, like it feels so real, but it's like because things are so sparse,
Yeah.
it forces you to make shit out of it. You run into people and you make your own encounters and stuff. But like linear games, it's like the thing I love about Brothers in Arms, I can't believe I'm tying it back, is that, you know, it's obviously linear maps. They're like open enough that you've got different ways to get around, you know, the countryside of France and these small towns in World War II. But like you'll look in the distance and there's like, you know, like aircraft, anti-aircraft, like gunfire going on in the distance, and you can see like planes fly. And like that shit always makes things feel more real than anything else when I can see that other stuff is happening, but it's got nothing to do with what I'm doing.
Yes, I see.
Whereas open world
I don't know
games,
what you
it's
mean.
all about you in the moment right there because you can see everything. There's nothing happening that you're like, what's going on over there? I don't fucking know because I can't get to it. Like open world, you can get to it and you will. Even if it's boat people with triangle heads, like you'll still get there.
I know you're not a fan of, you're not like a Nintendo fan, but I think that's why I like Breath of the Wild so much, just because everywhere you go there's something happening. It's always something that seems like a realistic thing and random too.
Yeah.
Like there'll be a trader just walking down the path and in the middle of nowhere, and it's stuff like that. But anyways, number 2 is Red Dead Redemption 2, which is another good example of that.
That's the way it is.
And then number 1 is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I don't know that I know what that is. As you suck your finger, what was that? I don't know that I know what that is.
It's a Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, but Ultimate, what's that? Is it a remake?
No, it's the latest one. Well, latest is in like 5 years old, but I played that competitively.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm a Sonic Meta Knight Ridley main.
Sorry, what was any of what you just said?
No, we'll move on.
I heard Sonic right wing main.
Sonic Meta Knight Ridley.
Yeah, okay. Sure, okay.
Yeah, no, that's why we're moving on.
Am I supposed to give you my top 10 games?
Well, I had mine written down. That's why I said mine.
Yeah, so mine's going to be a bit harder.
Yeah.
The second Crash Bandicoot.
Nice.
I enjoyed playing that in my dad's at my dad's work.
I remember when Crash 4 was coming out, the marketing team put all their money towards having Robert Irwin being like, Crash is out now.
Steve's son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crikey, fair dinkum, mate. Go pick up what's it called?
Crash Bandicoot 4. He was just
go pick up Crash Bandicoot, mate.
Play with your family and your friends.
if you don't, I'll fucking kill your family, mate. That's how Australians generally converse. Just
specifically Robert Irwin.
I think I don't know, Ratchet and Clank 3.
Oh, you're a PlayStation kid.
I was a PlayStation. I went PlayStation games, PlayStation as a kid.
Oh yeah, what's
Xbox.
your let's see your order for consoles.
Oh,
What was your
PlayStation
first?
1.
Okay.
PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2.
Okay.
Nintendo Wii.
Mhm.
Xbox 360.
Oh, you ditched the PS3?
I did. I think I got a 360 because of like Achievement Hunter and shit like that, which that, you know, those guys aged well on YouTube. Oh, boy. I still have that Xbox actually. I've got the first Red Dead on it, and because you can't fucking play Red Dead 1 on anything except an Xbox, like the current Xbox, because it's on their store, I'm like, I'm gonna have to fucking bust that out if I want to play the first Red Dead again. Then Xbox 360, then I went to PS4 Pro.
Nice.
And then I traded in the Pro for a PS5.
I was not counting handhelds. I was GameCube, Xbox 360, PS4. No, I got
GameCube to Xbox 360. What a jump. What a weird jump.
Technically GameCube then Wii, but I got the Xbox 360 like immediately after.
Right.
So I guess GameCube, Wii, Xbox 360. Then it was Xbox One. And then I had an Xbox One for years. I got day one, and I had it for years.
You got the big? Did you get the fucking big one?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's still the same one that I used, and it sounded like a jet engine every time I booted up a game. I was getting annoyed by that, and I kept seeing PS4 being like, "Oh, The Last of Us looks so good," and God of War's coming out that looks great. So I got a PS4 for God of War, but I got Last of Us, and I checked out some of the exclusives. And then from PS4, I went to PS5.
The way, because I didn't have, obviously, I skipped PlayStation 3. The way I played The Last of Us was a friend of mine got it. It was like his favorite thing in the world. I was like, oh God, how old was I at the time? 35? I was in high school. And I had to listen to Kill a Mockingbird on audiobook for a fucking English class. And my friend was like, you can just take my entire PS3 so you can play this fucking game, please. Because I'm like, I can't play it. And so I did. I took it for a couple of weeks. And it was, oh my God, it was so good. Yeah. I mean, it's a very weird thing to be like, I played the first Last of Us while listening to Kill a Mockingbird. Couldn't be the most fucking separate stories you've ever seen.
It's not like you're playing like Call of Duty or something where you can listen to it. Like,
no, I had to pause the audiobook to be like, ooh, cutscene, what's going on here?
But they talk even as they walk.
No, I know, but there's plenty of parts where they don't. Or Ellie will be like, Joel, over here. Okay.
Watching like Sarah die while also listening to the dad shoot the dog. Kill a Mockingbird. You're just crying like, both my eyes are crying. Why is that? Oh, because
something's happening in this courtroom, but I don't know, because Joel's in this hospital right now. What's about to happen?
Because I also had to read To Kill a Mockingbird when I was 35.
Yeah.
It's like when you turn 35, you just give it that book. Kid. You got it a year.
Let's be real. I think my English teacher just wanted an excuse to say some racial slurs. Could have picked any book.
I mean, that's like a book read, I guess, around the world, because I had to read that, and JD had to read that, I know.
And you read it out loud, meaning you're part of the problem.
Did we read it out loud? No, we had to read it, and then we had to do like reports on it. We never had to read it out loud, though. We read it on like our own time. We didn't Romeo and Juliet out loud.
It's a weird story.
Yeah. I played Juliet.
Okay. What would you like me to do about that? Anyway, games. What am I up to? I said 2 Crash Bandicoot ones.
Crash Bandicoot, you said Ratchet and Clank, and then I said, are you a PlayStation
Prototype?
Oh, nice. 1 or 2?
I mean, 1 is the better game, but I didn't mind 2 at the time.
Yeah, they're both pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. I'm literally just running through like the memory. Red Dead Redemption 1.
Okay. Good.
Oh, genuine answer. All 3 of the Crysis games. I fucking love Crysis.
Oh, it could run Crysis.
Yeah, but can it run Crysis? Can't believe that's still a thing. Remember when they ported Crysis to like console, and
It's
people
on
are like,
Switch.
You can't do it like the PC. Okay,
I could play it
I mean,
on a
I played
plane.
it. I played it on PC, but I played it on PC when I was like, God, 20 years ago. I was 40. Like, I'm, you know what I mean? Like, and my computer still ran it. So Crisis Warhead, Crisis 2 is great, even though it's linear, and Crisis 3 is good too. So
I've only played 3.
I'm sorry. What?
You know what's funny?
How have you only played
I only
3?
played 3.
That story
I'm just
makes
realizing now that there's more than one. Crisis 3 does indeed have 1 and 2. They do exist.
But okay, so Prophet, the main character, do you have any idea who that dude is then?
No. It just looks cool.
Prophet in the third game. So, okay, when Crisis 3 ends and the suit has upgraded to the point where he can turn himself into human-looking Prophet, what was your reaction?
I don't think I beat it. I think I got it because it looked good, and that was it. I might have rented it, actually.
The story of those games is that the lead character from the first game, you don't really get a clear idea what happens. We think he dies because there's like an Easter egg in Crisis 2. Prophet is that dude's sergeant from the first game. Prophet like sacrifices himself in the first game. You think he dies, but then it turns out he just got infected with the alien virus. And then in Crisis 2, he finds a dying soldier. He puts the nano suit on him, which has Prophet's consciousness. Then Prophet shoots himself. But then the dying soldier that's in the suit, the exosuit, dies, and then Prophet just takes over his body through the suit and becomes alive again. And he becomes the main character. The most complicated way to ever ever have a franchise. You know, Master Chief is just, this is John 117. He's a dude, he's in a suit, and that's your guy. And it just, that's
Super
it.
soldier.
You know, yeah. At no point does he die and then take over someone else's body and then
he almost dies. Yeah.
Fuck it hell. Other favorite games.
Just real quick. I gotta go to Shazam in like less than 10 minutes.
Fuck. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to do the actual list, but Red Dead Redemption 2 is somewhere near the top.
Animal Crossing New Leaf.
The first Last of Us, fucking amazing. Oh god, I had another one. I've completely lost it. Right. Okay. Other questions? Huh?
God of War?
No, not God of War. Although I did play those original ones. I haven't played any of those 2 new ones.
You should.
I know they look fucking.
They're right up your alley. It's grizzly, grumpy guy and young, weak person.
That is my favorite genre of
going on a journey.
Is he a dad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. The Walking Dead by Telltale Games, season 1 and 2.
Oh, Lee.
Dude, oh my. I still to this day will watch compilations of YouTubers from like 2012 watching Kenny return in season 2 of that.
Oh, really?
People go, Kenny? And I still do that. Oh, I got chills, bro. Anyway. We've got a couple more. Is manga comics like the greatest story ever made? I don't know what that says.
Who said that?
Is manga comics ultimate webhead? Fuck me, I can't talk. Ultimate webhead. What does that mean? Is manga comics like the greatest story ever made? I need to Google that. What is?
Okay.
Oh, it's some.
Is manga
series.
comics like the greatest story ever made? Kogias?
Apparently that's a thing.
We don't know.
But no, manga is not comics, and they're awful. And if you like them, you're an idiot. But did you know that manga actually outsells blah blah blah? That's not a true thing anymore. But whatever. Man, I got a piss right now. Thanks, Kev.
Trey Pash wants comics and said they legitimately miss it. Next week, next week's comics. Next week,
that one's really sad. That one's really
next week.
Sad.
We're talking comics. I promise.
The comics that make you get into comics, The Walking Dead. I think I've talked that at fucking nauseum. It's the greatest series ever written.
There's Flash.
A character you love and why?
By Mikael Garcia 752.
Character you love and why?
Maybe go outside the box, not one that you always talk about.
Cassian Andor, I think, might be one of, if not the best character in Star Wars now. Now, I loved Rogue One when it came out, but I think I loved Rogue One mainly because of Darth Vader and like epic hallway fight and blah, 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 blah. But hallway fight, hallway slaughter. It's not really much of a fight, is it? It's not Daredevil. But Cassian, I think, was always the best, like, main character in that movie, even though I like Jyn Erso a lot. And then you get a couple tie-in comics that are cool. I really like the tie-in shit. I mean, they're not massive, but they're cool. And then you get the Andor TV series, which I would say is the best thing Star Wars has ever done, even if it's not my favorite Star Wars thing. Like, I still like Empire and Clone Wars and shit more, but I think Andor is this like step above, and they've taken this fucking character who's just like this cool rebel dude in Rogue One and made him like a more complex and interesting character than Luke Skywalker. Like, I have no words. Anyway, that's my character, Cassian Andor.
Star-Lord, Peter Quill. I've been reading a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy lately. I like how his story really, like, it's not like someone like Hulk, where when you get a new writer, the story just changes completely. It's back to square one. I'm
or it gets
angry
retconned
and
to
I'm
be a
struggling
dream or something.
Yeah. For Peter Quill, I've read, I think, 5 runs now in a row of Guardians of the Galaxy, and this story really develops. I think his origin is, like, might be one of comics' best. It's just overlooked a lot. Like a young kid whose mom dies and then he gets abducted, and he learns to embrace
Everyone's
that.
mum dies, like.
Although in the comics he doesn't get abducted, but like he heads off to space and tries to get abducted himself because he hates his life on Earth so much and he just wants to be out in the stars. I like
It's
that.
fairly based.
He's a very unique and interesting astronaut, and I think it's a cool.
Don't you mean
character.
space cowboy?
He basically is a space cowboy. There was an annual from like 2014 where he is a space cowboy, and that's what the new run's going to be based on.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'll say Peter Quill, Star-Lord. I like him a lot. Yeah, I've got to get down to business. Can I get a witness? Shazam 2. My screen starts in like 30 minutes. So
the listeners of the show can look at these. No, they can't. The YouTube audience. Look, it's done. It's over.
That looks great. It's this hot toy collection.
I posted this on Reddit. It got a lot of upvotes, but someone was like, "It's not very cost effective." I was like, "Okay, fuck off."
What's subreddit?
I mean, Hot Toys.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening. I'm sorry that this is a not really comic-based episode. We didn't have much. JD was abducted by aliens, and Tyler, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what.
All things considered, I think it was a good episode.
Yeah, it was a nice little chit chat with y'all. So thank you for tuning in, so we can get to all your questions. As we posted that like 30 minutes before, maybe we'll have to remove the story so you guys can stop sending.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll do that now.
But thank you. And next week we'll talk Shazam and comic books.
Look,
you have a cat?
What?
Is it chewing on someone's? Is that a body?
No, it's not a body. It's a blanket fold over and look, a PlayStation control.
Why is it twitching?
That's Rick Grimes.
Can I get a witness?